Guys, so here we are at week 6, and our assignment this week was to watch or play 3 of the games that were on the website. I watched all 3 of them, but I did want to definitely try 2 of them for sure. One of them was the Half-Minute Hero. I watched about a 10-minute video on that, and I got through the first level and part of the second one before I stopped because I kind of understood it. Understood the concept, what it was, what the video was telling me. It looked really fun. It kind of looked like one of those games you get super obsessed with, kind of like Flappy Birds, just to like see how far you could go and how many levels you can get through within the amount of time that you have. So I think that looked really fun. The next one was Anti-Chamber, which I also really wanted to try out, but I don't think I'd get very far because I'd get super annoyed and frustrated, but the people I was watching their walkthrough, they were really good at it. But I liked how you had to think outside the box. You had to do the unexpected sort of thing. I liked how it gave you clues throughout the whole maze thing. I also liked how they created it. I really liked how the game also just looked. It had an awesome face to it. It was different from any other game. The kind of illusions that it had kind of had to see was really crazy, I felt like. The colors definitely were something special for sure. But yeah, I just really liked the overall look of it. I would love to know how they did it and created it, because it's pretty crazy and really cool. So yeah, and then for the third game, Potato Man Seeks the Truth, I watched about a 5-minute walkthrough and I kind of got bored with it. It didn't really have enough action. Felt like it kind of would get boring after a while. I mean, I kind of just got bored from watching it for 5 minutes. It reminds me of definitely an older kind of game, but still fun, just not something that would really catch my eye and really hook me to it. So yeah, guys, so for the rules, we have basically the whole game. Rules contain the space, the objects, the constraints, the goals, the consequences to your actions. So it's basically the game. There wouldn't be a game without rules. So for the first rule, we have operational, which is what the players are doing. So in Half-Minute Hero, he's running around, he's fighting, he's moving from place to place. And the chambers, anti-chambers, he's jumping. He's also walking. He's walking forwards and backwards. So those are things for operational. The second one is foundational. So the health in Half-Minute Hero. His health was going down, it went up when he ate. So those are kind of the mathematical things, behind the scenes sort of thing that you're able to view on your screen, and those are the foundations to the games. The third one is behavioral. So say you're playing with your friend and you guys are on the same team, you're not going to shoot your teammate during the fight or the war in the game. Those are just kind of things you just don't do. So they're like the unspoken things, unwritten rules that you don't really have to write to make clear, because it's kind of the thing you just wouldn't do. So for 4, those are written rules. And these are the rules that explain how to do the first rule, which is the operational. So it tells you how to jump, how to reload a gun, how to shoot, how to switch guns, how to run faster, how to maybe creep down and be sneaky. Those are the things that are taught in the written rules. They used to be written rules. They used to come in a manual in the front of your case, but they've kind of went away from that because people tend not to read those and just go for it. So they've started to do tutorials in the beginning of each game, so it teaches you how to do it. So if you're playing like a PC game or something, it will say hit spacebar to jump, and then you'll hit it, and then it will let you move on to the next tutorial, and then it will start the game for you. So they've definitely leaded away from the documents and the manuals. Rule 5 are laws. So if you're in a competitive play or a tournament play, there might be certain laws that aren't allowed for the game. So you can't play a specific player because that person's more powerful, or you can't use a certain weapon because that weapon's only available if you have a secret code, and not everyone might have that secret code, so they want to make it as fair as possible for everyone who's playing the game. So if there's like a really, really good law that's been made for a game, they might overwrite it and to make it become a written law, so then it's an official rule. So that's kind of the 6th rule, is the official rules, which is written from laws. So that's that. For Rule 7, we have advisory. It's basically tips within the game. It's kind of like extra little clips of tutorial things to help you throughout the game, just not at the beginning. It kind of comes whenever that's available in the game. So if you can like put money in a bank or something after you get 1,000 coins, it might poke out a tip on the screen and be like, hey, do this put it in the bank by doing this. And so those are just kind of like the advisory tips. Then we have Rule 8, which is house rules. House rules are what you make them to be. You and your friends can make a bunch of rules up and say you guys only have 10 minutes to complete a level, or you can only play with one hand, or no one can play Mario in Mario Kart because he's too good or something. So there's just kind of house rules, and they differ from, house to house. Okay, so the 3 things that are also really important for a game are concrete, achievable, and rewarding. Without these 3 things, a game will not succeed. So concrete is important because you got to have a good idea, something that's going to catch the player's attention, something that's not super boring but also not way over everybody's head. That's really, really important. It's got to hook the players. Once you've hooked the players, you got to make it achievable. You shouldn't be making a game that is so hard that no one's going to be able to get through it, because people are going to get annoyed and just quit, because there's so many other games out there that they can succeed at. So achievable is really, really important. Then also, once it's achievable, you got to have something that's rewarding. Make a level so hard that it's rewarding to get through it, but not so hard that they can't achieve it. Also, another thing that can be rewarding is maybe you have to get through the level to get a piece of puzzle. To complete the puzzle, you complete the game. So the rewarding thing is getting a puzzle piece. Just gotta have them playing the game for a reason, or they will find another game. So yeah, that is all I've got to say today. I will see you guys in week 7, and I hope you enjoy the video.